Ron, what did you think about Taylor Heineke's performance today?
It was gutsy. It was it really was, and it's one of those things that a guy like him who works hard at what he does, he's created an opportunity for himself, and we'll see what happens. But I'm just very, very proud of what he did, coming out and competing the way he did and helping us to get where we are today.
Hey, Ron, obviously an emotional moment for you and your team. Can you share with us the message you gave to the players just now in the locker room?
Well, I told them for the most part, today, this last stretch that we went through kind of showed us what we can become. And it's up to us. We've got to learn from this experience we just had, grow from the experience, and get better. And I told the guys, we're headed up. We're on our way up. So there's a lot of positives to take from this.
Hey, Ron, how close? What can you walk through the decision to work out Alex Smith before the game and then go with Taylor? What weren't you seeing from Alex, and why were you comfortable with Taylor going instead?
Well, the biggest thing was Alex just felt he couldn't escape, and with as aggressive as this defense is that we played, I just felt we didn't want to put him in a bad situation, and I hated to do it to Alex, but it was for the better, and Alex is unbelievable. I mean, believe me, he's a hell of a man.
And then what about Taylor's ability to escape tonight?
Based on what we saw at the end of the Panther game, really told us that Taylor has that ability. So we were really fired up about giving him his opportunity today, and we felt really good about it. He had a good week. He took the majority of the snaps, so it was one of those things that it was just, I don't want to call it a fait accompli, but it was pretty certain, and he took advantage of it and did a great job for us.
Ron, is the emotion today disappointment or sadness, or is it kind of optimism because of what you have coming forward?
All three. I'm disappointed for our guys. They competed their butt off. They did some really good things. They gave themselves a chance at the end. The sadness part of it is, things will change, and that's just the way it is. As you grow, you got to evolve, and you've got to change and adapt. And but the optimism is these guys showed what they're capable of. They can compete. They can go out there and they can, be a really good football team. And it's just a matter of how much work we put into it as we get better.
Ron, how would you assess the play of the defense tonight?
We had our moments, and it's it's unfortunate. There are a couple things that we wish would have gone our way, and unfortunately it didn't. But we had our moments, and it's too bad because we were going up against one of the all-time greats, but we had our moments to make plays, and that there were some disappointing things that we got to get better at.
Hey, Ron,
Did you think you'd be able to put more pressure with just the four-man rush?
Well, we felt we could have. We had some opportunities, and he did a great job. One thing that they did do was it was a 6 and 7 man protections. It wasn't like they just said, okay, you rush 4, we're going to block 5. They didn't put 5 into the route all the time.
Hey, Ron, this is Darren Haynes. How would you describe this entire year, everything you went through, the hills and the valleys to get to this point anyways?
Wow, that's a tough question, Darren. I really haven't had a chance to think about that, but I do know it's been everything. It really has. It's been a trying time. It's been hard. It's been difficult. It's been fun. It's been easy. It's been simple. It just, there's been some really good moments, and we've grown, we've learned, we've gotten better. I told our guys that, we're going to get better, and because we're really good, but we can be even better than that. So I'm pretty excited about the potential.
Hey, Ron, I'm sorry if I missed this earlier, but can you talk about the decision to go for that onside pooch kick or whatever it was after the touchdown?
It was supposed to be more of a mortar kick, a chip kick. They had a situation that we felt we could take advantage of. they had a defensive lineman and an offensive lineman situated in their return team, and there was a dead area right between them, and we were hoping to be able to hit a little chip shot right over the top, have it land in the ground, and then hope to have a defensive lineman try to pick the ball up while it was rolling on the ground. And we thought with the speed we have, we'd be able to make it. And unfortunately, we didn't hit the kick we wanted.
Ron, I know that fans tend to blow one performance or one good game, and coaches tend to be a little bit more sober about it. But did you see things from Taylor that make you go, hey, this guy's got some capability or some potential going forward that we can at least take a look at?
Yeah, we did. And as I said, as a young man's earned opportunity. And that's the best part about this is we're going to create some competition around here, and guys are going to compete. And that's how you're going to get better.
Ron, at the beginning of the season, you told us one of the books that you were reading was The Splinter in the Vial, and one of the remaining themes was about hunkering down, being in for the long haul, things not being easy, in fact, being very hard. I feel like that symbolizes, kind of encapsulates the way the season is gone, but obviously for you, you read that book, you took a lot of themes from it, and it seemed like they all played out this year. What could, I guess you say about that, like just the literature you're reading and like it kind of all coming together for this year?
It's interesting because, I take from things and when I read something like that, I feel it's pretty inspirational. I try to draw from it and try to stay the course and try to be steady and try to, present the right kind of picture to everybody so everybody understands and everybody can see the same thing and we can all be on the same page. That's why I do it. And I think, we were able to get on the same page. We were able to do the things that we felt we needed to do to get us to where we wanted to go. We didn't quite get there, but we're most certainly headed in the right way because I believe we're headed up.
Ron, do you have any idea the severity of the shoulder injury Taylor came back out from? What was he playing through?
He did something to his shoulder when he lunged for the touchdown, and so it was pretty sore. They wanted to go and check him real quick and then bring him back out, and he was able to finish up. I mean, he like I said, it was a courageous performance by him.
Ron, it seemed like.
Go ahead.
Okay, thanks. Ron, it seemed like Chase Young in particular was very excited for Heineke. He's been for a few weeks now. And did the team rally around Taylor? How did they receive the news when they received the news that he'd have to start this game? And it's essentially your fourth quarterback of the season in a playoff or die mode.
There really wasn't much of an announcement or anything like that. It's just, you could just tell. I mean, they respect guys that go out there and play hard, work hard, and give their all. And when they got to see him compete against Carolina, and like you said, you talked about it was Chase Young really, Chase just likes guys that go out and compete and play hard. And so it's easy to get behind a guy like that. And that's really what happened. Those guys got behind Taylor, they rallied around him, and they competed their ass off. They really did. And I'm really proud of this group of men. This has not been an easy year. It's been a very trying and taxing year. And these guys were very resilient and they bounced back. And, it's just unfortunate. And that's where the disappointment comes in.
Take 3 or 4 more.
Ron, and maybe this sounds silly to ask, but the way this season has gone, at the end when you didn't score on that last possession, is it kind of a surprise?
Yes, it was, to be honest with you. It really was a surprise because I expected it to come right on down to the 2-point conversion that we were going to have to take to try and tie it up. I really did. I was planning on what the 2-point conversion was going to be.
What was it going to be? What was that 2-point? What was the play? Or had you thought of that?
I'm not telling you. We might use it someday.
Hey, Ron, I know you're probably going to have to watch the tape, but a lot of fans, and certainly it looked like some questionable calls from up here. Did you have any kind of major problem with that?
Well, the unfortunate part is if I say anything, I get in trouble. Like I can't complain about the fact that we didn't get the rule right when we carried the ball into the end zone. I can't complain about that. I can't complain about some of the missed calls that, that I constantly was harping on. Can't do that either. So, but we'll go from there, and we'll address it with the league.
Hey, Ron, coaches and players, over the course of a season, obviously you guys become creatures of habits with schedules. What's it like now knowing that the weekly schedule you've been used to is no more now you're going into the offseason?
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Because we'll have meetings tomorrow and then we'll go from there. But things most certainly are going to change, and we'll have to develop a new normal as we start getting ready for the next season.
Hey, Ron, what does it say? What do you think it says about the rest of the guys that you guys were able to have 4 quarterbacks throughout the season and be in the position that you guys were in? If you find a solution to that position or a long-term answer going forward, what do you think it does for the rest of the group and how close you guys might be?
Well, I think, going through the 4 quarterbacks, it kind of gives us a little insight, into some things. Because if you look down the stretch and you look when Alex played and how the ball got distributed and how guys made plays. And because to me, that just kind of shows what this offense can be, and that's what you look for is that in your quarterback, a guy that's going to control things, use all the weapons he has. And that's what we saw, from Alex. We saw that, with Kyle and we saw that with Taylor. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how things unfold as we start going, forward.
Last one.
Hey,
Hey,
Coach,
Ron.
all over social media, I mean, these fans are upset about this loss, but they're also very excited about the season to come because you have instilled hope in this entire franchise. How does it feel to be that guy, to the guy that is giving all these fans that have been, through hell and back, really, to have that hope for the 2021-2022 season?
Well, that's pretty cool. It really is. We got a great group of young men in that locker room, and we got a great group of coaches and support people. And, those are the guys, those are the ones that really put it together. I just happen to be the one who manages it. But we got some really special guys, and this group, I think, if we can grow and get better and add on a couple more pieces, I think, we have a shot next year. It'll be fun to watch. And I'm just glad that we were able to give, the DMV something to cheer about. Because I promise you one thing, like I said, we'll show up and we'll play hard.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Cool. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate everybody this year. And hopefully at some point we'll get to see each other in person.